Live chat replay on. Live reactions off. Live chat replay on. Yo! What's up, Zazzle? Yo, Mr. Oddity. Yo, Nanaya. Okay. I think I did the things. You're flying, wait, in 12 hours to Japan already? Yo, 6. Yo, Lou. Oh, to Korea. Are you going? I don't know exactly what your plans are. Hey, yo, Corsair. I wish I could read chat better on actual YouTube, but I can't. Okay. We're just gonna leave that on. I didn't write out an introduction this time, so I think I have to use one. What is that? What is this? What is this piece of metal? Hello? What is this piece of metal trying to give me? What's that thing called? When you get a rusty nail in your foot. Okay, Korea, then Kyoto, then Osaka, then Tokyo? Okay. Damn, bruh, couldn't it be me? Whoa! Dark. I have this problem where I should be looking at the camera, but I usually look at myself in the camera, in what the camera looks like. Yo. Okay, let me do an intro. Tetanus, yes, thank you. Les stupid. Okay. Intro time. Yo. Chatters, viewers, subscribers, and new friends. Welcome to another live stream. This is the last stream before vacation, and then I probably won't be back for like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. This is your girl, Terrible Hime, aka Chris, checking in from my home gym. Today, we're probably going to talk mostly about Japan, and of course, any fitness or nutrition questions y'all have for me today. Aside from that, we're just hanging out, having a good time. If you're new here, my name is Chris. I'm a self-proclaimed bodybuilder and occasional fitness educator. Been training for about 10 years, and I was at one point a NASM certified personal trainer and nutrition coach, but not any longer. If you have any fitness and nutrition questions, of course, drop them in chat, or if you're watching the video after the fact, you can leave them in the description below or in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. As always, I try to have this community be a positive and inclusive space for anyone and everyone interested in fitness. But of course, we also talk about a lot of other stuff, including but not limited to vacations, anime, TV, movie, other nerd stuff, all of the above. If you're watching the VOD, I super duper appreciate you. It actually really does truly help me so much. So thank you. And last but not least, if you are enjoying my content and you have not yet subscribed, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos and live streams. If you would be so kind as to also give a thumbs up or a thumbs down for the algorithm, I would also super duper appreciate that. And do not forget that you cannot use more than 2 emotes at a time in the live chat, or you might get timed out. And that is totally not up to me. I don't know why YouTube does that, but that is a thing that we have noticed happens on the regular, so be careful. We also got Macheep in the house today. Okay. I'm sitting on the Pepsi Cola, bruh. I'm a little stupid than taking a drink, you know. Unintentionally layered joke, was it? I wasn't trying to be five-head about it. I'm just drinking my Pepsi Cola. Macleep. So I call him a lot of different versions of his name. I call him Macleep, Macheep, Mr. Macheep. But anyways. Oh, he runs. He running. He's hungry. He can have, okay, we found this out. He can only eat 1 treat an hour or he's gonna throw up. So this is his 1 treat for 1 hour, okay? Everybody's witnessing this. Come on, jump up. One treat per hour. Excited for real life gotchas? The time to change your Fate Go keychain? I don't know if I've seen many Fate. So the thing is, I would tell you, if you have like a certain character in mind that you're looking for, just buy it instead of trying to get it out of a gacha machine or out of like a blind box. Because the blind boxes are okay, but I feel like I never get who I'm looking for or who I want, right? So I usually buy all my keychains and stuff separately. I'm really not big on the gacha machines that much. Like, I'll usually do 1 or 2, but it's not like my favorite thing to do. Well, if he's not down here at the 1 hour mark, he's not getting a treat. But yeah, I don't know why. It happens all the time, so only 1 treat per hour. You want to try some for the experience? Yeah, I mean, you definitely should. But if you have like something really specific in mind that you want, I would just buy it. I would also say I'm not sure how hot Fate Grand Order is right now. I don't feel like I usually see them in the gacha machines. I feel like usually the better stuff is like the blind boxes. What's up, Gamer Ariel? Ooh, when we meet up, we can go to the store where I've seen the Fate Grand Order blind boxes before. It's usually, yeah, it's like, I'm not really sure how popular it is. I still like it, but I don't really play that much. On the list today, we could potentially talk about my workout videos from the past couple weeks. And then we could also talk about the calves that I missed out on last week. Oh, also, by the way, Joey is totally fine. Joey was not injured in the car crash at all. It was kind of a slow crash, but basically the dude was just not paying attention and hit Joey. So his car is in the shop right now. What's up, Ariel? Aozaki Aoko merch. Didn't your streaming career begin with you wanting to stream Fate to be able to get more gacha? Yes, it did. Yeah, it was near the end of the stream. You were probably in bed, but basically Joey got hit. The dude, it was like in a neighborhood, so they weren't going super fast. What's up, Mopar? But they were coming at each other, and Joey saw that the guy was drifting into his lane. So they were like this. The guy was drifting into his lane, so Joey swerved. So the other car hit the back axle on his car. Joey wasn't injured at all, but the car was all fucked up. He's not cheap. He's not sleepy. He wants treats, but he had his 1 treat per hour. Dark put a timer so he can have another treat in 1 more hour. Yeah, so Joey's totally fine. I don't know what happened with the dude, but of course insurance is paying everything. And when we get back, Joey's also going to try to get reimbursed for his deductible because obviously it wasn't his fault. Yeah, so the car's in the shop right now. And it's nice that the shop is going to bring it to our house and just leave it here while we're on vacation. They're just going to drop it off for him. Yeah, so all good on that. It's just really annoying. It really sucks because it was 100% like complete and utter negligence on that other person's part, and they didn't even have car insurance. Yeah. And also it like really reduces the value of Joey's car because Joey said they had to take they're basically cutting off the entire back of the car and replacing it, which is crazy. What's up, Urban Prince? You're so excited. I know. Arrow's gonna be with us in Japan for about a week. And that's her first time in Japan, so it's pretty exciting. Joey's good. Yeah, he said he felt a little sore the day of, but was totally fine after that. Not even sore the next day. So he thinks he just got jostled a little bit, which is good. The last time, oh my god, one time I was in a car accident. I got hit from behind and I hit my head on the steering wheel and gave myself a black eye. It was kind of funny. But cheap chillin'. Did you record the instant ramen video before the accident? Yes, I did. It takes me a while to edit. It takes me a while to edit because I'm not very confident in my editing skills. So I have another video coming out hopefully on Thursday before we leave. We're leaving on Thursday. Yeah, so hopefully I have another video coming out about what I put in my personal item, because I asked if people were interested in that when I did the video about what's in my bag, and people are like, yeah, I totally want to see that. So I'm working on that right now. So hopefully it's helpful to some people, although it's not helpful for Nania because Nania is leaving soon and won't see it. But Nania, I would tell you, if you haven't already, oh no, it was recorded like well before that. Joey's totally fine. Nania, I would tell you, if you have an iPhone, get a Pasmo or a Suica on your iPhone. I don't have an iPhone, so I have the physical card, but you can get it on your phone ahead of time if you have an iPhone. What else would I tell you? Well, that's for Tokyo. I don't know about other places if that will work, but for Tokyo, the Suica or the Pasmo on your phone would be good. If you want to get cash ahead of time. Hey, Owen, it's good to see you. That would also be good. We always get cash ahead of time. Doesn't work with Visa to load. Interesting. Okay. That's also good to know. I didn't know that. You had to use your MasterCard. I mean, I usually... What's my main credit card? I don't want you guys to see it. This is a Visa. Interesting. Because I've used that card before on other stuff, but since I have the physical one, I have to load it with cash. What's up, Acro? So the sort of basically the Apple Card to lose. They don't take Visa. Oh, interesting. Okay. What's up, Daya? Daya, also, if you want to work out while you are at Skullfest, feel free to come over. Pinkerton has a key and Bobby also has a key. I'll tell Pinkerton that he can let you borrow the key to come work out if you want. Also, I was gonna ask if you wanted these knee sleeves. These are like older. I actually got them from somebody else. Pinkerton is an actual real life last name. You do not believe that you are gonna be at Skullfest? Okay, never mind then. But also, if you want these knee sleeves either way, you can have them. You're gonna be out of town. Okay. No. It's just somebody else with the same last name, just like 5 million people in the world have the same last name as me. And 5 million people in the world also have the same last name as Joey, and 5 million people in the world also have the last name Kim and Park and stuff like that. But also, yeah, if you want these knee sleeves, you can have them. But yeah, do you want them? They're size large, I think. They're size large and strong. I know. I mean, it's an actual real life it's an actual real life name. Getting any Sanrio merch in Japan, I'm not really like a Sanrio type of person. There's definitely lots of Sanrio merch available, but I'm just not really Sanrio. You come to visit Dad via ferry boat. But yeah, Pinkerton is just like a normal, it's like a a name that people have. We leave on Thursday, so I would have to get them to you some other time. Hey, yo, Ghostface Chilla, how you doing? A name with a reputation. I know. I'm just saying, that's just his name. I don't know what else. I do have a small list of things that I want to buy. Oh, it's you, Cricket. I like Ghostface Chilla better. I think that's a more fun name. Any merch plans? Yes, I do have some plans, but it's not a lot. Yeah, I kind of have like dialed back on the merch. We're going to Japan again, going to Tokyo, leaving on Thursday. I'm mostly looking for some specific like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Fate Grand Order things. And then some beauty products, some knickknacks. I'm looking for one very specific plushie that's like a character plushie, but it's not Sanrio. It's something totally random. Yeah, it's like so cute. I saw it in a video and like I thought it was so cute, I literally like screenshotted it in. Count you in on the JoJo and the Fate Grand Order merch. I don't think I'm going to be able to find a very specific JoJo thing that I'm looking for. I have not been able to find it since the very first time I ever went to Japan, which was like, I don't know, like 5 to 8 years ago. So we'll see. But yeah, we'll show you all around Akihabara, and we can also go to Nakano Broadway. You would probably be interested in that. The search continues. Yeah, it's here. Let me pull up a picture. It's a very specific variant of Josuke. It's a very specific color that's hard to find. YouTube hid your videos to your algorithm. You don't stream on Twitch. I do not stream on Twitch anymore. Correct. Bullet Train? No, I'm not taking the Bullet Train. You just got Trigun Maximum plushies. I really try not to like go too hard on the plushies. I want to open the image. How big is this? So this is the specific variant. This pink color of Josuke, which is very difficult to find. Yeah, so I have the Okuyasu, and I also have the I'm blanking on his name. I'm totally blanking. I can remember his last name, but I can't remember his first name. The short guy. Koichi Hirose. I have Koichi and I have a fucking Okuyasu. Yeah, Koichi. But I don't have Josuke. So that's what I'm looking for. What else did I have? I'm also looking for any version of Jolene, Anasui, and Foo Fighters. And then I'm looking for one or both of these Gilgamesh figures. One or both of those. Part 4, best part. So this is what I would say when it comes to like... Sorry, I keep doing that. If you're interested in watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, most people like part 3 the best. Especially like dude bros. Most dude bros like part 3 the best. Part 3 is the one with like I don't know what's wrong with me today. What Part 3, I mean, they're all pretty real. People do be dying. Part 3 is the one with fucking... What's the guy's name? Not Josuke. Who's the main JoJo in part 3 that everybody likes? Who I think is an ass. I don't really like him that much. Jolene's dad. Jotaro. Fuck. Jeez. Yeah, Jotaro. Everybody likes Jotaro. I literally could not remember. Part 4 is my favorite part. And that's the part that I watched first. I watched part 4 and I was like, okay, this is fun. So then I watched everything else. But I also like part 6 because, you know, it's the ladies and, you know, there's not a lot of ladies in the other. Douche Taro. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. He's such an ass. He's so mean to his mom. So I like part 4 and I also like part 6. I would say, honestly, I read part 6. Part 6 is the only part that I read. And I liked the anime better than reading it. It was easier to understand. He's an edgy teenager in part 3. Teenager that looks like a 40-year-old man, bruh. Like, that shit's wild. Part 7 manga goes hard. I just don't have time to read manga. But it's also like the manga for JoJo is really hard for me to like understand what's going on because it's like so much wacky shit. You know, I don't know if that's like a thing that happens to other people, is that it's a little like conceptual. So I'm looking at all these like black and white pictures and I'm just like, what is going on? It's just like lines and doodles and I'm like, what? Yeah, I really disliked Anasui in the manga, but I liked him a lot more in the anime. He was much more tolerable. Diamond is unbreakable, best poses too. I just like Okuya. I love Josuke is not even my favorite character in part 4. I really like Okuyasu and Koichi. And bro, my Okuyasu cosplay was like god tier. It was really good. That was like one of my best cosplays. And I still have a Yukako cosplay that I never wore, which I'm sad about. You liked Weather Report in the anime. I also had a god tier Weather Report cosplay. I like Weather Report a lot. He was one of my favorites even when I read it. 'Cause I was like, damn, bruh, that shit's hard. You heard Steel Ball Run is dope. You haven't finished part 6. I liked part 6. I think you have to finish part 6 before you get into other parts though, because after that, it's kind of like a reset. So you kind of need to know what's going on. Steel Ball Run is your favorite non-animated part? Well, you're running out of non-animated parts, bro. Ghostface Chili, you needed some advice? I'm open to giving you some advice. I feel like most people don't want to hear the advice that I have to give. You have to be ready to accept my advice. So yeah, I do have a few things that I'm looking for, and I'm an opportunistic shopper. So if I see other stuff, hi, question mark, basalts? Why the question mark? How are you? You want to see Abdul again? What's up, Akko? Put on the recent ramen video the other night. Not gonna lie, you were upset. I'm so sorry, Fit Foodie Cutie. I wish he hadn't done you dirty like that. Curious to see if it's as good once it gets animated. You are good. I'm glad to hear it. Bath salts. Chris Web stream, share your wisdom. Should one work out to get a thick ass or big biceps? I mean, one should work out to reach their ideal body type. So if you want big biceps, then you should work out for bigger biceps. Or if one wants a fat ass, one should work out for a fat ass. But I mean, I also feel like one should work out in a way that is kind of balanced. She was frowning the whole time. Why'd you do that, bro? You liked the ramen taste test video? Thank you. Everybody left some really good comments on it, so I appreciate you. If you haven't watched it, it's the most recent regular video I posted. Gonna try some soon. Yes, you should. I mean, I don't know if you live near a Korean grocery store at all, but I actually find that there's a lot of air dried ramen alternatives at my, not really alternatives, but air dried ramen, instant ramen at my H Mart. Hey Tech, leg day, 7 days a week, bro. You're wild. But yeah, so at my H Mart, there's actually a lot of options that are like 300 or 400 calories, which is not too bad for instant ramen. Usually they're like 500 or so, so it saves you a lot. And like I can usually fit that into my calories even when I'm cutting. I do have to save it, but yeah, it's not the worst. I think the brand I usually see, I'm probably gonna spell this wrong. I think that's the brand. Makes a lot of different kinds, like, and I really like the noodle texture of their air dried ramen. It's really good. Do I normally track when cutting? Yes. In order for me personally to lose weight, I have to track my calories, but I don't usually track my calories when I'm not cutting. You're gonna visit family soon and hit up an H Mart? Hell yeah. Damn, that stinks. I haven't really looked online either, so I'm not sure. That brand makes my favorite black bean noodles. It's also air dried, so it's a little less calories than normal instant black bean noodles, but the flavor is really, really, really good. Yeah. I don't even know if I'm saying that. Pulmuone has kimchi. You buy it all the time. Yeah, it's a good brand. They make a lot of different stuff. Same way, hard to know what you're eating if you're not tracking. Yeah, so for me, I have to track. And also for me, I have to get really low calories to lose weight. It's can be kind of frustrating because I am kind of a big eater. I would say about myself, I'm a little bit of a big eater. So in order to lose weight, I usually have to get pretty low calorie. Increasing protein intake and trying to drink more water a day. Hell yeah. Yo, what's up, Phil? You really want to try kimchi? Is it good? It's hard to say whether it's good or not. It really kind of depends on the person, whether they will like it or not. Kimchi, it's kind of like sauerkraut. It has sort of like a crunchy texture. If you eat fermented kimchi, it's probably going to be sour tasting, but there's no vinegar in it. Hey, Anna, thank you. And it's spicy, usually. I don't think it's that spicy anymore, but I've built up a tolerance over time. So yeah, it can be like spicy, kind of sour, but it can also be kind of fishy. Traditional kimchi is made with fish sauce. So, some people might not like that smell or flavor. You look strong, respectfully. Thank you, Joshua. Guessing you put it on something? It can be cooked into food, and you can use it as like a topping or like in like a rice bowl or something, but a lot of people also just eat it as like a side dish. Gonna head out. Yeah, also fish sauce, no good for vegetarians. Yes. Well, I know that Tech is not a vegetarian, but if you don't like fish or fishy flavors, you might not like it. But in America, I can get vegetarian and vegan kimchi. But yeah, you said that you can't really get it in your country, so probably even less options for you. Yeah, the fish sauce is no good for vegetarians and stuff like that. There's a lot of varieties of kimchi. There's mild baby versions for acro. Yeah, I liked white kimchi a lot actually, but it's like super mild. It's like almost like it's even more mild than like pickled vegetables. You can get it when you're in Germany and you can buy American stuff. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Germany is probably pretty diverse. Although I've never been there before. I hear there's a lot of Turkish people in Germany. I love Turkish food. I hope I have a chance to get Turkish food or like kebabs when I'm in Japan. There's a lot of like kebab stalls and doner stalls in Japan because there's a lot of people that go there. Wouldn't you be better going to an Asian supermarket? Well, Tech lives in a, what would you call it? It's not European. Tech lives in a country that's, I would probably say, is relatively homogenous and does not have a lot of options for authentic Asian food, maybe. And I'm assuming that she would go to an Asian supermarket in Germany when she's in Germany. I think Tech is saying separately that she can get American things and kimchi separately, not like kimchi at an American store, is what I understood that to be. Yeah, honestly, I would not recommend trying to make your own kimchi, although it's possible. It's very tedious. It's really annoying to make. I've made it before. Honestly, I like the flavor of kimchi from the store better. I feel like when I make it myself, it doesn't turn out right. Get that American kimchi. Yeah, I mean, usually when there's a, I think that if you go to like a big Korean grocery store, they usually have kimchi that they make at the store. Like you can buy some already made, but sometimes they make it themselves. There's one specific brand. Let me see, what is it? Yeah, so I have heard this brand is about as authentic as you can get outside of Korea because it's imported from Korea specifically. It's good. I think it's not my favorite though. Of course, I have American tastes. I'm half Korean, but I am like 100% American, born and raised. So my taste is like very American, I would say. Americanized. American native? I don't know, but that's what I have heard, that brand Janga is very specifically like very authentic for Korean, the taste of Korean kimchi. I've also never been to Korea, so I don't know what real authentic Korean kimchi tastes like. You're gonna watch Physical 100 season 2. You still haven't started yet. I enjoyed it. You know, we've been watching a lot of like, not intentionally, but we've been watching some other Korean stuff as well on Netflix. We watched, what's it called? Youngsung Creature, which is like a series. It's like a live action Korean series, but they have English dubs. And Joey really liked that. I didn't like it. I liked it okay, but it wasn't like the best thing I've ever watched. But yeah, it's a little spooky, but it's also a little romance and stuff like that. It was pretty good. And then we also watched Alice in Borderlands, which is Japanese with English dub, live action. I really like that. I really liked Alice in Borderland a lot. And now we're watching Sweet Home. Finally, it's been out for a long time, but we finally got around to watching Sweet Home, which is also Korean. It's like some countries have different difficulties to get certain products from certain countries. Like here, it's really difficult to get American food and snacks. Yeah. So, ooh. for me, it's easy. It's relatively easy to get Asian food and Asian ingredients, but I cannot speak to the experience of trying to eat other kinds of stuff. Friend recommended Alice in Borderland. I liked Alice in Borderland a lot. It's kind of like yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but I liked it a lot. Your boyfriend really liked watching Korean shows, so different from the standard American stuff. I think the thing about it's different from American stuff, but I think a lot of Korean stuff is kind of similar, if that makes sense. So it's like if you watch a lot of, I don't watch Korean dramas, really. Like, it has to be something more than just like a slice of life drama. I want something like horror or spooky or like fantasy. But I think a lot of Korean stuff has a similar feel. Yeah. Alice in Borderland, that's the one where they're like basically stuck in the world's end. And you're like sort of like parallel Tokyo, you have to kill each other. So it's sort of, they don't have to kill each other. I mean, I don't really want to spoil it for people, but it's kind of like there's like a little bit of mystery, there's like puzzles, there's like drama, it's very gory. And there's like a lot of death. It's a little bit sort of like, it's not like Battle Royale, but it has a little bit of the same feel just because of how like graphic and violent it is, but it's not the same concept. Squid Game is great up until the ending. I watched Squid Game and it was good, I guess. It was pretty, I think, like, it really, like, I think that's kind of when, like, Korean stuff started getting, like, really popular on Netflix. And it made, yeah, I think I liked it. I think. It's hard to say. I liked it. I think it seems like there's a theme among like, maybe it's just like an Asian thing in general, not necessarily specifically Korean or Japanese, but it seems like the main character is kind of a person that you don't really like that much, and then they may or may not have like a redeeming arc. So sometimes you just like don't really vibe with the main character that much. I watched a Korean live action Parasite a few days ago. We also watched that recently a couple weeks ago and really liked it. I really liked that it wasn't like a direct remake of like the Japanese live action Parasite. So we're talking about Parasite that is based on a Japanese manga, and also had an anime, and also had a Japanese live action version. But basically what they did was they made a Korean show around the same world where the events that happened in Japan was happening kind of at the same time in Korea. But it's not the same as the Parasite Korean movie that was like, I don't even know what it's about because I didn't see it, but there's like a Parasite movie that's completely different that was really popular and is really good, apparently. They won the NK girl to win Squid Game instead of the pro tag. You spoilers? Spoilers? Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of times you see like there's a main character that you don't really necessarily like as a person, but is relatable. I think is a relatable sort of person, but they kind of have like a redemption arc. Yeah, I really need to watch it. You like the movie Parasite? And you really need to watch the Oscar-winning movie Parasite, which is entirely different from the award-winning early 90s manga about alien invasion. Exactly. The main guy. We like the Parasite. Oh, yeah. So, I hear it's really good. It's award-winning, but I myself have not watched it. I'm definitely more of like a fantasy, sci-fi, horror sort of person, and like psychological thrillers about normal people don't necessarily like entice me that much. So that's probably why I haven't watched it. But, you know, it was an inspiration for the Chapaghetti, what's that seafood noodle? I don't know, the Nongshim seafood noodle mashup, instant ramen mashup with the steak that was like really popular for a while. It's really good, actually. I used to make it all the time. I haven't really made it that much anymore. But yeah, quite enjoy. I mean, if you think that Korean movies are twisted, you're probably watching kind of like those genres of movies. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that there's probably a lot of stuff, like if you watched like romance instead of like psychological thrillers, it'd probably be fine. I mean, I've watched a lot of like fucked up movies that aren't Korean or Japanese, you know? But I think the thing about Asia is that they're not afraid to not have a happy ending. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't always have to have a happy ending. Yeah, it's hard for me to relate to like the romance and like K-drama type stuff. So I think that's one of the reasons I didn't vibe with Yongsung Creature as much, because it had a romance element and it got like a kind of a little wacky, slightly wacky. Not necessarily the romance part was slightly wacky, but just like the situation and the way people were acting. Like when a show has ability to shock you in some way, has a ability to bring out some kind of emotion or something. No, I've never heard of that. Urban Prince. So yeah. But yeah, if you haven't seen, if you like, I think, yeah, I liked Alice in Borderland a lot. That has been like my favorite thing that we watched recently. I think I liked it more than Parasite. And I liked the Parasite show, but I think I liked Alice in Borderland better. I think one problem I have with like Korean stuff in general is like they act so dramatic that it's almost unrelatable to me, if that makes sense. But maybe I'm also just like more used to the way people act in like Japanese media, because that's typically where I gravitate towards. My legs are really sore. I sumo deadlifted 305 yesterday for 3 reps. And I think that's the first time I've ever done more than 1 rep of anything over 300. So that was pretty exciting. But now that I'm thinking about it, my hamstrings are pretty sore today. Yeah, and it's kind of crazy because when I was testing out how strong I was feeling a couple weeks ago, my top rep was like 295. And I was looking at them like side by side, and my 305 for 3 reps looked way better than that 295. But I'm sure it's like practice because I've been doing it for a couple weeks now. But it's like, obviously I'm very excited to go on vacation, but it kind of stinks that I'm getting into this like groove, this workout groove, and then going on vacation where I'm not going to work out. Yeah. So, I mean, my deadlift has always been like reasonably strong. My squat is still bad though. What was your 1 rep max, Fit Foodie Cutie, when you were testing your squats recently? Wasn't it close to 300 or 315, or what? Did you get up to 315? Like I could probably do 225. I could probably do 2 plates, but I wouldn't be able to do much more than that. We will be gone from the 9th to the 27th. So it's like almost 3 weeks. Not quite 3 weeks. I'm not sure if I'll stream exactly when I get back. Squat was 280. I think the next bulk you'll definitely be at least 300, if not 315. Yeah, no, I mean, you had some crazy gains, bruh. I think you could do it. Especially since you're not really like doing other heavy lifting, because I think that really takes it out of you when you're doing a lot of heavy things and a lot of different things. It like takes away. So if you're like specializing in something, your ability to grow in that thing is a lot better. Yeah, that's like 280 is probably like, is that 2 times body weight? It might be, or pretty close at least. Didn't really have much to talk about today. Probably the one lift you try the hardest. Bench is the one lift I try the most at. I try semi-hard at like deadlifts, but definitely not as hard. That's probably why my legs are always lagging, but my chest always looks really good. I feel like I should put that down here. Yeah, so 2 times body weight? Yeah, bruh, that's crazy. Even my deadlift is not 2 times body weight because I'm so heavy right now. I'm like 170 almost. So even if I got 315, it's not 2 times body weight for me because I'm bulked out of control. I can show my lifts on stream. Acro said you should power lift next. I think you do really well. I think that you have a really high capacity for strength, but I know you don't really like, you only really vibe with like squats. You don't necessarily vibe with like deadlifts and bench. It's fine. I used to, before, like when I first started, my my lifts were closer to, they weren't elite level, they were like advanced. Like if you're on a scale, I wasn't elite, but my bench and my deadlift were like advanced level pretty quickly within the first few years. But everybody is like getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So like I'm not anywhere competitive at all. You don't love bench anything because you're not great at them. It's really hard when you are a person that's smaller stature in bench. I would like, if you want to get into it, I would suggest elevating your feet, and you can probably get better leg drive on your benches, and maybe would feel better about it. I think benching can be really frustrating when you feel like it's not very strong. You know, like you want to lift heavy weights, or you're used to lifting heavier weights when you're doing other things, and then you get to bench and you're like, damn, man, feels weak, man. But yeah, it's really, I think it's like really powerful. You need 2 bumper plates on both sides. Yeah, that's the thing. if you're having a hard time like getting your feet on the floor, like when you lay back on a bench, because a lot of power comes from like pushing this way, so you should think about elevating your feet, get them up so that you can really push through. Some people do, it depends on your federation, like if you do compete, like whether you can have your feet up like this or if they have to be flat. Some they have to be flat. But yeah, some people bench with their feet back like this, and I don't find that as strong for myself. Ugh. But yeah, I think they allow that, having your feet elevated when you compete. I think that I think you could be really strong with sumo deadlifts. Especially because when you squat, you do have kind of like a wider stance. I think it's just would be a practice thing. Because yeah, I think it's just a practice thing, and like really dialing in your form, because you're already like halfway there with your kind of like wide stance squat. You never really understood why driving through the feet helps with bench. Teach you how to trap flex. You just do it because you're not supposed to. It's kind of like, it's hard to explain. It's just like driving your energy in that direction. Especially if you are, when you bench, if you're bringing it down here, it also can help to bump it up a little bit. But I don't really have like a super good understanding. Like I can feel the difference, but I can't explain the difference, if that makes sense. Hit you had a trap flex. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. Just have to elevate the scaps up and forward. Up and forward. That's it. But yeah, like the leg drive is a huge difference. But it's not about driving up either. Like you're not going like this. You have to push. You're like pushing back. So like you're pushing with your feet and then like going back. It's hard to explain. Yeah, I can't really explain it, but it's totally a thing. It makes a huge difference. And it's hard to teach people how to do it as well. Because I don't know if I guess I haven't really talked about it because it's not really, like, I don't want to like dox people. But one of Joey's friends has been working out with us. Pinkerton, I mentioned him earlier, has been working out with us because he's getting into lifting right now. And he's learning a lot of movements for the first time. And as a beginner, it's really hard to like, you know, you kind of have to like ease people into stuff. So we haven't quite gotten to the leg drive part of bench yet, I guess. I'm so crazy hydrated right now all the time. For a long time, you tried to also make the bar hit your boobs because that's what you were told was a good spot. It feels too high for you. No, bring it under. Down here. Basically, if you're bringing it up to your upper chest, it puts your shoulders in a really scary position. You could easily injure yourself. So kind of want to think about benching a little bit lower on your chest so your shoulders stay protected. It's also just a stronger position in general. And also if you're arching your back or you're just laying on the bench with like a natural arch in your back, it kind of brings your lower chest up. So if you were trying to hit here, it's literally like you're benching like this, and that's no good. I can literally feel my shoulder grinding when I do that just in the air. That's what you thought. Yeah, you felt bad on your shoulder. Oh yeah, bro. I'm not surprised. It literally, I can feel my shoulder crunching when I just do this. So think about like nips, in between like your nips and under boobs, somewhere in that area. But yeah, you have to play around with it to feel what's the most comfortable for you. But yeah, I do not bench out here like this. Oh, your thumb is still messed up? Damn, bro. Yeah, I gotta let it heal. Man, I already have to pee. I got this, it's like a Stanley Cup knockoff. It's 40 ounces. And I have been drinking so much water. It's like so easy to stay hydrated with this. I don't know why, like what it is about drinking with a straw that makes it so easy to drink the water. But if I drink 3 of these a day, that's about a gallon of water. And usually without trying that hard, I can drink 4 or 5 of these. I have to like make myself, drink other things in between. Yeah, I like the print too, that's why I got it. Why did Disney ban Stanley Cups? Were people like bringing in alcohol or something? Get out the way. Normally I don't work out on Tuesdays, but I'll probably end up working out tonight since we're going on vacation soon. Trying to get, I was trying to work out like all this week until we leave and like all last week, but I did end up having, from like Tuesday until we leave, I was trying to work out every day, but I was really feeling beat up on Saturday, so I ended up taking a day off. All this heavy lifting is difficult. My squats have been really good too. I've been doing like over 200 for sets of 3, and I still haven't found like where I can do 3 hard reps of bench. It's always like, I'm like, I think this will be heavy enough, and then I'll do it for like 5 or 6 reps. I push myself too hard on bench. Can't wait to see what they eat. Bro, I'm gonna eat so much. I hope, I'm not taking a laptop, so I'm not going to be editing anything while I'm over there. I know myself, I'm just not gonna do it. I don't wanna do it. I just wanna enjoy my vacation. So I'm not gonna worry about that. But I hope that I get enough and good footage to like make into vlogs. I definitely am planning to like also buy stuff to maybe bring home to taste test, but yeah, I'm just not sure how fiddly it's gonna be. Remember what the new Tomb Raider trained for the movies and lost muscle? I mean, I don't know about that, but I'm not really worried about losing a bunch of muscle, if I'm gonna be completely honest. So you have to say, like, you have to remember that when it comes to like movies, usually actors are specifically training to look a certain way in that movie, and then they also edit those movies. So like, as shredded as somebody looks in real life, the movie is going to make them look even more shredded, even more muscular. I mean, I always remember that one scene in, I think it was a Justice League movie, where they edited Gal Gadot to look so muscular, and she just doesn't look like that in person. It was a really weird choice. It's like, I love it if she looks more muscular, but like, don't make her muscular for just that one scene. It was really weird. But for somebody like me that's been training for a really long time, like 10 years, going a couple weeks without working out, I'm not gonna lose a significant amount of muscle. Like, I might lose a little bit of definition, but as soon as I start working it out again, it's gonna come back really fast. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't even like care that much about it because, well, here's the thing. I just want consistency. You know, if they're gonna be like, well, it's just like, she's strong by magic, like it's a magic thing, you know, like that's fine, it's whatever. I like all the dudes, Superman is really jacked, but okay, that's fine, it's just magic. But it's just like consistency. Either she's gonna be muscular the entire time, or don't edit her to look super muscular in one specific scene. That's what's bothered me the most. It's like she can look like a relatively in shape, fit person. Like that's totally fine by me. Just don't just have her look like that the entire time. I don't know what that movie is. I've never heard of it actually. If you're Afro, you lose it all in 1 week. He does it. He like gets it back really fast. Yeah, okay, Henry Cavill is pretty hot and muscular, but he specifically trains and diets for the specific scenes where he has his shirt off, and they probably shoot all of those scenes all at one time so he can look especially good in those scenes at that time. But they'll shoot all the other stuff where he's wearing the suit the whole time at a different time. Yeah, he does gain, but that's like Joey. Joey gains muscle back really fast also. I didn't watch any of the Last of Us stuff. I honestly don't care. I think Joey played the game, and I just like don't really care about watching the show. It's a movie where Kristen Stewart falls in gay love with a bodybuilding lady, and they think they kill her dad. What? Wow, okay. I don't go to theaters that often to see stuff, but yeah. So like, I'm not gonna tell you that like people in Hollywood look completely fake and different than what they do in the movies, but they are specifically, when you're in a movie and trying to look like specifically shredded, like they're specifically dieting down for that. The previews look crazy. It sounds like a Korean movie. I've never heard of it. So, I don't know. Don't feel some type of way. And probably the reason that whoever got mentioned earlier lost a significant amount of muscle mass in just 3 weeks is probably because they like completely fell off of everything they were doing to look more muscular in the first place. And it was probably not muscle that had been like, it's not like, I don't even know what you call it, like old muscle, like muscle that you've had for like a long time, you know? This is muscle that I've had for a long time. It's gonna take more than 3 weeks for me to lose all of it, you know? Yeah, Zac Efron took diuretics for Baywatch, and he was really fucked up. I feel like, Happy Tuesday, Twee. I feel like, I don't know for certain, and I don't wanna say, this is something that this is my opinion and is not necessarily truth, but I feel like Zac Efron is the kind of person that gets easily taken advantage of by people that maybe don't know exactly what they say they do, because I have heard about like how brutal doing that Baywatch movie was for him, and I just think that it didn't have to be like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he just looks like somebody that can easily get taken advantage of, and I just cannot imagine that it needed to be as crazy as that. Because I mean, we know people that have competed in bodybuilding competitions and they still get to eat food, and they, you know, you don't cry over one piece of pasta. So I think it could, and a lot of time people, Hollywood trainers don't actually like are not as like qualified as they probably should be. Yeah, I mean, a himbo, yeah, definitely. What's up, Joey? Jake Gyllenhaal or whatever looks pretty good in the Roadhouse movie. I wanted to watch that. I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, the body remembers. Yeah, Natalie Portman booked heavily for Thor: Love and Thunder, but she also quickly lost because she stopped working out for most of these once they were done filming. Yeah, I also didn't see The Greatest Showman, but yeah. So it's like once you like build that base, you can easily keep up with it. But most people just don't. Like, they just not interested after their movie is done. So they just lose it. And, you know, you stop eating a bunch of protein and shit like that because you don't need to. But even when I'm in Japan, I do try to eat protein if possible. It's a very carb heavy country, I would say. It's a little difficult to eat a lot of protein. But I usually try to get the... I usually try to get, like, when I go to ramen restaurants, I try to get the option with the meat and the egg. Definitely a lot more protein options in the kombini now. That's good to know. But I will say I'm not gonna just eat like those packaged pieces of chicken. I don't just eat that shit. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Hall pass for Zac Efron before his incident. Now that his face is kind of like, he doesn't look that much different now. I don't know exactly what happened. I can't remember, but I've seen side-by-side pictures of like before and after, and he looks fine now. It's like you can tell something happened to him, but it's not like super drastic. But Cheap is not down here. He doesn't get treats if he's not down here. So yeah, but I did have a protein shake last time I was in Japan. That was really good. I didn't even realize it was a protein shake. I just picked it up. When I go to Japan, I'll just go to the convenience store and just grab any old fucking drinks just to try them. And I picked up one that was like a protein shake, and it was actually really good because it tasted like yogurt. It was almost like the Yakult flavor. So I really liked it. Oh, he slipped on fountain. Yeah, I think it was an accident. I think people were like, oh, he got a bunch of plastic surgery. It's like, nah, bro, he had an accident. Like, you can see like the scars on his face. But like his eyes look really the same. Like his nose looks the same. It's really just like kind of his like mouth and chin looks a little bit different. Just... I like it really sorry. Savas is the usual go-to brand. It wasn't that one. I've seen that one, but that's not the one that I grabbed. I don't know the brand. It comes in like a like kind of a square carton sort of thing. And I got it because it had like Star Wars characters on it. I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I was like, oh shit, it's a fucking protein shake. It's really good. But yeah, I'm also taking, so my thing is, I'm sensitive. I'm a sensitive person, right? And I want to disrupt my daily routine as little as possible within reason. So I'm taking my collagen, my probiotic, my creatine supplements with me because I take that every morning. And I really feel like I don't know if it's actually helping me or it's just like, what's that thing? What's that thing? I can't think today. The thing where you get an effect for nothing because you think it's causing an effect. What's that thing? What's that called? I could be having that, but either way, placebo, thank you. Yeah, placebo, maybe it's placebo effect, but at the same time, my collagen powder has like 20 grams of protein. So I'm taking that with me and I'm gonna drink that every morning for my tummy, my tum-tum. But you know, it's like 20 grams of protein at the same time, so I'm not mad about it. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I feel like my brain's not working. I can't think of anything. Yeah. So I'm taking all of my vitamins, all of my supplements. I'm taking my collagen. Where do you live? I'm about to ban you, bro. Are you seriously asking? Why would you empower the mind? Why do you think that it's okay to ask me the exact city that I live in? I am not actually a trainer. I am no longer certified, and I have never taken personal training clients. I am an occasional fitness educator, but I am not a personal trainer that trains clients. You misread my website. Okay. Then I won't ban you. But generally speaking, it's not a good idea to publicly ask people on the internet where they live specifically. And usually if somebody is a trainer or offering some sort of a service, they typically have like a sign-up sheet or something on their website. I'm no longer certified, and I'm not taking clients, nor have I ever taken clients. I'm happy to answer fitness and nutrition related questions though. Yeah. Cool. I'm glad I didn't just ban you right away, because you honestly had me worried. There are lots of people on the internet offering personal training services, but I'm not one of them. Although I would say most people are not offering personal training services in person. Usually you would go to a local gym to find an in-person trainer. Almost got your location, so close. So close yet so far away. Man, I really gotta pee. I'm gonna pee really quick. I'll be right back. Okay. Acro has been inside the house. Actually, yeah. The swolish troll. Straight up, Acro changed his username on Twitch to diabolic. Like, diabolic. To troll. I think he said he's gonna change his username to troll people every, like, what is it, 60 days? 60 or 30 days? Truly a mad lad. We could tell that you really just are done with Twitch. Oh my god, my hips. Truly. Truly. Which, you know, I'm fine with. You know, I don't give a fuck. Similar, like on other stream sites, chatters for sentence. Can I ask you a question? That's never a good time. Everybody's getting hit. Damn, bruh. I look forward to it. Well, I feel like it doesn't even make sense to troll me because I'm not on Twitch anyways. So it's like, you'd have to change your YouTube name. I mean, I feel like we get a lot of people that come in and be like, can I ask a question? And it's either, you know, sexual or fetishy or trolly, but sometimes we do get people that ask like genuine, legitimate questions. You missed the these nuts jokes? I mean, then maybe you should get good and come up with good jokes. Joey got me and Ariel really, it wasn't a D's nuts joke specifically, but Joey got us really good the other day. I can't remember what it was. What I kind of remember. But I don't remember the specific context. It's something along the lines of to the windows, to the walls, so the sweat drops down my balls. He came in with the sweat drops down my balls. I can't remember the context, but it was really funny. He got us really good. You're gonna do it in person? I don't know, man. I am just as skeptical in person as I am on stream. It's really hard to get me with the D's nuts nowadays. You might be able to get me something else, but I don't know about the D's nuts. The window wall, but like, what were we doing? I don't remember. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like, what? Are you sure? I'm gonna be really skeptical. Also, you just told me, you warned me. I'm just gonna be like, the thing is, all I have to do is not repeat what you say. If I am at all suspect about something, I simply do not repeat what you say, right? Oh, we're trying to place items in plate up. That makes sense. And he said, try the window. How about the wall? Yeah. It was like, how about the wall? Sweat runs down my balls. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. But yeah, my strat is, if I am at all suspect about something that somebody else says, as long as I don't repeat it. Like if you were like, hey, have you heard about ducks? And I'd just be like, nope. Instead, but if I was like, what about ducks? And then you'd be like, ducks these nuts. And I'm like, but if I never said the word, you can't get me. That's the thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But Joey got us real good the other. It was really funny. It was a really good one. That's how I've learned. You know what the defining moment in the D's nuts, I think, was when E-Tron got me. E-Tron got me with something because I met E-Tron through my cousin. My cousin is half Filipino. I'm half Korean. My cousin is half Filipino, right? So we asked something about that. So I was thinking like, oh, it must be a legitimate question because of our, relationship thing. I don't know what I literally cannot talk today. So I asked, I was like, no, what is this thing? And then he got me, and then that was it, no more. And I feel like I'm calling out Urban Prince. Urban Prince still tries to catch me and ask questions like, have you heard about this? And I never repeat what it is because I'm suspect. No, I am always sus of everyone. I'm telling you, it's really hard to get me nowadays. Everybody's like, oh, I missed the D's nuts jokes. It's because your D's nuts jokes suck. They're terrible, and I'm smarter than you. I'm probably not, but you can't get me with a D's nuts joke without trying really hard. That just, I mean, bruh, it's late, you got me. Suspect in Danish is a rap group. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, y'all can try to get me. Like, I really encourage you, because I will make a funny video out of it, but I'm not gonna let you have it. You have to really try. You got with the Sea of Thieves and Imagine Dragons. Yeah, but I'm saying the definitive always suspect was Etron, 100%. When Etron got me with that one, that's when I was like, now everybody's sus. Everybody's sus. And there was also that time Carrie got me when we were playing Devour. Carrie got me with a D's nuts joke, and I'm just like, everyone is sus. It's like a Danish rap group. Normally the word means the same in English. See? I don't remember the specific joke, but it was about, I don't think it was that funny because I was slightly confused. It was like, it was good. It was like well thought out, but it was like, I was too stupid to get it because we were talking about the character that Carrie usually plays with is like British and was saying something about tea. And I was like, what the fuck? And it's like, oh, because she's British. I was like, oh, and then they got me. So it's like kind of had to be explained to me first because I didn't, you know, because I don't play that character. I don't know them specifically. But yeah. Hyper asked in the Discord if I could talk about how I make an itinerary for Japan. I don't know if y'all are, obviously Hyper is also on vacation. I don't know if y'all want me to like talk about that at all, but I did write some stuff down about how I usually go about that. And it kind of applies to anywhere that I would go on vacation to. Do we? Okay. Talk about it? Okay. So when we go to Japan or on vacation in general, I don't usually make a super specific itinerary about what to do every single day. And that's because I just like to have flexibility, and although we do end up usually doing a lot of stuff, I don't want to feel like I have to be on a specific timetable. So what I like to do when it comes to Tokyo is to think about all the places that I would want to go. That doesn't even make sense, Urban Prince, because that's that doesn't even make sense. So I think about the places I want to go, and I do research about those areas, but I don't plan to go to those places specific days. It's also like the weather is like kind of unpredictable. So, you know, if I had planned to go to an area where there's a lot of outdoor stuff on a day that rains, like that's really annoying. So, you know, there's some areas where there might be more walking outside, and there's some areas where there's more stuff to do inside. And if it was raining, I want to do stuff inside. So basically what I do is I do a lot of research ahead of time about different places to go and different things to see. And I do that like on YouTube. I watch vlogs, or I'll watch specific travel content on YouTube. And I'll also check on like TikTok and not really TikTok anymore, but Instagram and stuff. Going to see the giant robot. Yes, so we will see the one that will still be there. There used to be two, but now there's only one. So we are gonna go see that. We go see that every year. And at that same area, there's a lot of things to do in that area. So like when we do plan to go see that, I kind of have like an itinerary of stuff I also wanna do in that area, but it's not for a specific day. So I have a feeling that they're going to just move the Yokohama Gundam somewhere else, maybe, but I don't know exactly. They did keep it there for longer than they said they would, but that's not the one. We're going to the one in Odaiba. So basically Odaiba is kind of like an area that has a lot of shopping malls. It's kind of like a man-made thing. and one of the Gundams is in one of those malls, at one of those malls. But in the same area, just a few stops away, is the Toyosu Fish Market. So when we want to go see the Gundam, I think it would be good to get up really early and go to the Toyosu Fish Market to eat early. What's up, TNT? It's been a while. Eat sushi really early because everything opens at the Toyosu Fish Market really early. Go eat, do a little shopping, look for snacks and stuff like that. And then when the mall where the Gundam lives is open, I think probably around like 10, we'll go over there. And then on the way back, we can stop at another mall and go to the takoyaki street and eat a bunch of different takoyaki. It would be weird if they just trash. Yeah, I don't think they would just trash it. I feel like they might move it or something, but I'm not sure exactly. We never made it to the Yokohama Gundam, so I'm not sure what else is over there. Just been really busy with work and stuff. Yeah, it'd be like that. Also, baby. What's up, Sega bro? How you doing? Uh-oh. Mr. Macheep is here for his other treat. So I'll be real, the mall that has the Gundam doesn't have like the best food in it. So yeah, we don't usually eat there. Well, we have in the past and the food was like kind of meh. What's up, everybody? I'm good. Why keep drooling on my fucking bench? Here, you missed a piece. So I want to go get takoyaki. Yeah. So also at the mall with the giant Gundam, they have the Gundam base. So there's stuff to do in there. Like we can shop and then go to the Gundam base. That's where I'll probably, I don't know. I'm probably not going to buy any Gundams. I don't have any specific ones that I'm looking for. And I haven't been putting any together, so I still have a big backlog. But yeah, that's usually what I try to do is like if I'm interested in going to an area, I'll look around and see what else we can do in that area. And I'll also look on Google Maps and do research about like what's good to do and eat in that area, like on YouTube and stuff. So like what's been a game changer for me, like last time we went and this time, is that I will zoom in on Google Maps and like look and see what they have around. And it's really helpful because I like to see what their menu system looks like and if it's like friendly for foreigners, because I don't speak or read Japanese. So if it has like a vending machine or like a digital touchpad or something that can be easily translated, that's where I would prefer to go to. I prefer like convenience over like trying to struggle my way through some restaurants. Oh geez, remember the Gundam building streams? Yeah, I really haven't done any Gundam stuff in a long time. Different kind of Japanese stacks would be nice to see on a vlog, like candy cookies and so on. Yeah, I plan to like bring back a bunch of stacks, of course. But I'll also, you know, I'll show all the stuff I get at convenience stores. I'll try to show everything I'm shopping for. Like if you watch the vlog I did where I just did like a day of grocery shopping and plant shopping, I'll try to do the same thing where I just like show everything I'm buying as I'm buying it. Yeah. But some of the stuff I'm buying is going to be for other people, so I won't necessarily eat it myself. But if I do eat something, I'll try to mention that. Did you know sumo deadlifting is a criminal offense in Japan? That's fake. That's definitely fake. They have powerlifters in Japan. What else do I would say? If there are specific things that you want to do, you should make a reservation. And some things only take reservations and only take reservations in a certain time period. So a lot of places, it's like 1 month out is like when, or 2 months out is when they open up the reservations, and you have to be on top of it, especially like if it's something like super popular. And then you can plan around that reservation. What's up, RKO? We were trying to go to the Ghibli Park in Kichijoji, but unfortunately we were not able to get a reservation, so we can't go there. Well, Specifically, Joey accidentally made a reservation for the other Ghibli thing, which we were not planning to go to. And so then we missed out on the one in Kichijoji, which is fine. It's not really that big a deal. We could still go to that area if we want and like look around. It looks like a really nice area. So yeah, I have learned for myself, and I think this is probably true for a lot of people that are going to a foreign country, especially if you're going to like a really big city. It can be really overwhelming, and it can be difficult to figure out where you want to eat, especially if you're like really into food and you want to eat good things. So that's why I like to have places planned out, or like options that I know are good and easy to order at, because then I can really just like go and have good food. So like last year when we went with Carrie, there was one day that we went to, I think it was, I always get it mixed up. I can't remember if it was, I think it was either Shinjuku or Shibuya. And we were walking around doing some shopping, and then I was like, there's this really nice park nearby and we can go walk around the park. So we walked around the park, and it got later and we wanted to get something else to eat. So I already had a lot of places saved, so I could just go on Google Maps and see what was in the area. And we ended up going to a Sukimen place, which is the dipping ramen, and had that like pretty late at night. I want to say it was like 9 o'clock at night. And Joey ended up really liking it. And I was kind of surprised because he doesn't usually love like really fish-based ramen, and that's what they had there, but he ended up really liking it. So that was cool. You want to go to Japan, but you don't know if you're able to get more money or not until November. It was in Shinjuku, yeah. Well, I mean, I would say, Dark, there's no rush to go. I think you're better off over saving and having more money to spend and to play with than to like try to rush it. It's also depends on like your preferred time, like how long you have to save up anyways. Hope you guys have tons of fun and delicious food. Thanks, RKO, appreciate you. But yeah, better to like really save up frustration. Yeah, I mean, it'd be like that. There's nothing else to say about it. Going on a trip to a foreign country for a vacation is definitely like a big luxury item. How's packing going? I'm basically all packed. Joey hasn't packed at all. I'm basically all packed. I'm lawful anxiety when it comes to traveling, so I've probably been packed for like a month, basically. What else would I say? Yeah. I also have, yeah, so I use Google Maps, and I have stuff saved in Google Maps, and I also have a big Google sheet where I put down all my recommendations, and I usually send that to people too if they ask. I know my friend Terry Bogus was recently in Japan, and I sent him the sheet, and I think he went to some of the places on my sheet that I recommended. Used to last minute packing method? No, I'm not a last minute packing method. So my thing is that I don't want to say I underpack, but I try to be like really thoughtful about what I take, because I don't want to take too much. I want to leave as much space in my luggage as possible to bring stuff back. So I try to be really thoughtful about what I'm taking. So I'm gonna be a dirty hoe, and I'm only taking 6 outfits for the entire trip. And I'm just gonna wear each outfit for like 3 days. I don't care. I don't want to fill up an entire suitcase of clothing when I don't need to. I'm not a super smelly person, and honestly, people shouldn't be smelling me anyways. So I'm not really worried about it. So my clothes only takes up about half of one of my suitcases. I'm taking one whole suitcase that's completely empty, and I don't have a carry-on luggage. No, I'm not gonna do laundry there. I'm literally just gonna wear the same exact outfit for 3 days straight. Shouldn't be. Did I miss something? I'm not smelly. I definitely have an odor about me if I haven't showered for a long time, but I just don't think that I'm gonna be super smelly. It is what it is. And you know, I don't usually wear deodorant, but I will wear deodorant while I'm over there to be respectful. So I should be even less smelly than normal. And I normally don't shower very often. I usually shower like every 3 or 4 days, but I'll probably shower more on vacation because I have time. And I'll probably just want to rinse off more often than usual. But yeah. There's no need for me to fill an entire suitcase with clothing. I'm also going to try really hard not to buy clothes. I usually do buy some clothes and then I don't usually end up wearing it that much. Yeah, it is going to be pretty humid. It's also going to rain while we're there a couple times. The weather in Tokyo is very similar to the weather where I live, where it's hot and humid with rain. Yeah. No, I'm not taking Converse. Honestly, I just can't wear Converse for long times. And we're going to be doing a lot of walking. So I'm taking like a lot. I'm taking my most comfortable shoes. Yeah. Koreans don't have body odor. They have a different bacteria colony type of thing. I have a hard time believing they have absolutely no body odor. Maybe it's just less than some other ethnicities. But I definitely do get some amount of body odor. It's just like, unless I'm like going around like this, you probably wouldn't smell it. You know, like I said, over 40, that's really hot. I don't know exactly how hot because I'm a Fahrenheit person, but that's hot. It's definitely not going to be that hot. When I looked at the weather, it seemed like it was going to be like 70s, 80s. Hopefully not the worst. And I will say the air conditioning in most like malls and department stores and convenience stores and stuff like that is really good. And there's air conditioning at the hotel, so I'm not really worried about it. There will be some times where we'll be out and about walking, but that's okay. We can deal with it. Man, I got like a, where's my, what did I do with that? My massage stick thing. I've got like a really, really bad knot in my shoulders. 104 Fahrenheit, Jesus. I'm smelly on my white side, there you go. I'm smelly on the white side. What did I do with my massaging thingy? I had like a really bad knot in my back. It literally... He's hacking. Please don't hack on the bench. Your former housemate would come home from uni and be like mega smelly. Like some people can't help it. Joey and I know a guy that he literally would shower every day. You just finished binge watching Fallout. We like Fallout a lot. He would literally shower every day and he would still kind of smell. So it's like just some people just have an odor about them, which sucks. But sometimes you can't help it. Like I literally saw him go into the shower, take a shower, and then come out and he still smelled kind of funny. And it wasn't just like a fucking rinse off. He was in there for a while. Nancy showers like 2 times a day. Couldn't be me. I shower like maybe 2 times a week at most. For you, the ghoul was the MVP of the season? I think that was the point. This guy's hacking. I think Mafik has a little bit of a cold. He's a little phlegmy. That's why he's hacking. She loves it. It takes so much time, man. I am too busy. Like, I feel like I like the feeling of it at the time, but I just don't have the time to do it. Oh my god, can you hear him? I haven't played much of the game, so you don't know much about the story. Well, the thing about the series is that it's its own story in the same world. And it really just kind of adds to the lore of the games while having its own story. So, like, you might miss some... You might miss out on some Easter eggs from the games, but you don't have to play the games to enjoy the series. I mean, even I played Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4, and I started playing Fallout 4 again. I'm not very far into it, but there was still some stuff that I missed from the show that, you know, I would see later. Joey showed me something that I was like, oh shit. And I never would have caught it myself. But it's also been years since I played the games. Made you play the first 2 Fallout games? Those games are so old, bruh. I should have got Botox again before going. It's fine. But yeah. You don't have to play the games to enjoy the series. But maybe watching the series would make you want to play the games. But honestly, I feel like Fallout 3 is a little bit too old. It would be pretty hard to play. I think if you're interested, you could play New Vegas or you can play Fallout 4. I'm playing Fallout 4 again because that was, of the 3, that was the one I played the least. So, yeah. And Joey installed a few mods for me that make it more playable. Oh, they were free on Epic. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, Fallout 4 is good. I think it's the most playable. But I did play a lot. I played a lot of 3 because it was literally like in my backyard. Like we could go to like our neighborhood at the time. So that was like really fun for us. Mafik is being real suspect today. I don't know where he went. I've been so sleepy lately. Is there going to be Fallout 5? I'm not sure. I mean, after Fallout 4, there was Fallout 76, which personally I'm not interested in playing because I don't want to play with other people. I just want to do my own thing. But I'm not sure if there's any more Fallouts coming out. I think you'll try the game soon since season 2 will take a while to come out. You could also watch, like, well, I think it's probably not really worth watching the game, the movie, because it's just like so open world. Maybe in like 2045, given the pace that Bethesda makes games at, it's unfortunate. More likely to get, yeah, Elder Scrolls first. I'm really not used to talking this much, you guys. My thrussy is starting to hurt. The plot is definitely interesting. Yeah, so the thing about like the games is they have the main storyline, and then you can go off and do like so much other different stuff. I mean, it's like Skyrim. If you played Skyrim, it's like you have the main storyline, and then they have all these other things you can do, all these other cities to see, and you can just like explore. Like a lot of the time I just end up exploring places and like finding random shit. Yeah, a ton of side quests. Like the bulk of the game is side quests. And it kind of like, it forces you to do it sometimes too. Not really. So like you could just go straight into the main story, but it makes you interact with different people who would also give you other side quests or who could be your companions and stuff like that. All the best parts of the games are the side quests. I mean, my favorite thing to do is like just explore, really. Just walk around. You don't really like Fallout 76? Yeah, I'm just like not interested in playing with a bunch of random people that can just like take my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if it could be like a small group of friends, like that would be fun. Sounds fun. You're bored with Fortnite and was looking for try some other games, so this does sound fun. Yeah, if you enjoy like open world games, you would probably like it. So it's like the kind of game I enjoy. What's up, Hotep? How you doing? I started taking allergy medicine because I'm a little worried about being a snotty nose nasty face when I'm on vacation. I feel like it kind of helps a little bit. Not as much as I had hoped. It might be fun if you could make a private server like Minecraft. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you had like a private server where some random person can't just fuck up your shit. But, oh, on that note, actually, we didn't play Minecraft for a long time because something happened with Ariel's account and she couldn't, it wasn't with Ariel's account, but she was trying to like get the world open and it wouldn't work for some reason. But she finally got it to work again randomly. So I might be playing that again soon. Try GTA 5 RP last week. I saw some really toxic, salty, tilted kids in there. Oop. You're playing Jedi Survivor. What's up? Welcome back, Ghostface Chilla. Did you still need advice on a thing? You look great in red. Thank you. It's a little more orange in person. I think I have the saturation on this camera up kind of high. You had an interview 2 hours later. They said they chosen someone else and you almost cried. Why can't someone choose you for once? I'm sorry to hear that, Hotep. I'm sure the right job will come around for you sometime. Played in a bit since both me and my friend you play have been busy. Yeah. Do you have any more interviews lined up, Hotep? I'm so sleepy lately. It's all this heavy lifting. Killing me. I've been eating a ton. I'm bulking out of control. We come back the 27th of May. I'm not sure. So that's a Monday. I am not going to commit to streaming on Tuesday because I might be really fucked up. So possibly, but I'm not gonna say for sure because it's highly likely that I'll be really fucked up. This is the kind that doesn't make you sleepy. Yeah. I hope that the jet lag is not gonna be too bad. My plan is on the way there, I have a really hard time sleeping on airplanes, so I don't think that I'll be able to sleep. But we land around 4 o'clock, and if I'm feeling sleepy, I have caffeine pills in my bag. I'm just gonna take caffeine pills to try to stay awake until like a normal bedtime. And then if that works, hopefully the next day I'll wake up like in the morning. Been mega sleepy because you finally got past the deadline for writing your part in a new anthology your writing group is releasing. Hell yeah. Also, because you're getting spring and your apartment windows face west, so evening sun makes your apartment mega hot. Oof. Yeah, thank you, Mopar. Yeah. So if I can, I will, but no guarantees. New routine has cable crunches, and you can rep out the whole stack. You're wondering if you think would be a good progression, trying to get these abs popping. You have one tomorrow. It's entry level. You didn't know those existed. Been applying to jobs like crazy. The job market's really hard right now, bro. So good luck with your interview tomorrow. Good luck. I hope you get it. Yeah, sometimes you gotta just start at the bottom at this point, which really is not fun. But it be like that. To get the job that I had now, I had to work as like a part-time person for like years, which was not really my favorite. I'll be honest with you, Ghostface Chilla. If you're already like repping out the entire stack, then like you might have to find a completely different exercise. You can't even find a job that pays 15 an hour? Bro, I feel like McDonald's pays 15 an hour in my area. Usually when you travel long hours, you stay up, you prefer to download and carry tons of movies and shows, or a spicy chai. I don't think I can get chai tea, unfortunately. Yeah, I usually just watch the in-flight stuff. Hopefully they have the Matrix. Usually I just watch all the Matrix movies. If the only thing available to you is the cable machine to do cable crunches, like you might think about doing your cable crunches like with a hold, or with like a really controlled eccentric or concentric. So like when you're doing them, like you come down really slowly and then come up really slowly, like really resist the weight on the way up. Or you might also think about adding a hold at the bottom where you really crunch really hard and you hold it for a few seconds. Like that's the only thing I can really think of if you're dead set on doing the cable crunches. But like if your core is really like that strong and you're already doing a ton of like weighted stuff, yeah, I mean that's kind of the trick, is to do other weighted things. I mean, but when it comes to like having abs, it's more about losing the body fat than it is about having super huge abdominal muscles. What's up, Matthias? Gotta go. Okay, see you later, RKO. Yeah, I mean, I probably am not going to be posting a ton of pictures in Discord specifically, but I'll be posting them on my other social medias a little bit. I'll probably post stuff every once in a while. I just don't want to like spam the Discord. Yeah. And of course, like when I get back and I have time, I will be editing the vlogs and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's a little weird, but I guess it's my own Discord. But I'm not sure how many pictures I'll be able to take, or how many pictures I will want to take, because I'm going to be trying to do a lot of filming, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to like take pictures and film at the same time. Do you know what I'm saying? So it really just depends. I've never tried to like vlog on vacation before, so I'm not sure what the process is going to be like. Uncut right now, you lost almost 20 pounds in 2 months, but you've been neglecting the core forever. I mean, I'll be real with you. Like, when I cut, I still don't do any ab exercises, and they just come out because I work out, bro. I mean, like, I'm really like high body fat percentage, and I still have abs. It's just like, you just gotta lose more weight. Okay, see ya. Good night, Dark. Thanks for hanging out. I mean, good job on the weight loss, but it just takes time, and like trying to make your abs even bigger is not, it's not really like, I don't think it's gonna help that much. Like, you probably would be better off, instead of doing that ab exercise, to do some cardio instead. Like, real talk. Real talk. Like, if you've just been lifting heavy, you have abs under there. They're probably just taking time to be visible. You do cardio as well? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you lost 20 pounds, but I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of like trying to get abs specifically, you're better off doing more cardio than you are doing specific ab exercises. Prefer a calisthenics workout for abs? Yeah, I mean, I literally don't do any specific ab exercises. I lift weights and I brace my core, and that's about it. And when I'm low enough body fat, that's when they come out. That's when they come out. When they expose themselves. Yeah. Yeah. But like, if you really want to do other ab exercises, I think calisthenics is probably the way to go. Like doing like what's that, dragonfly? I know, but more so I'm trying to build the strength in your core. You saw your core give out on squat PR, and it's always been your weak link. I mean, I don't necessarily think that crunches is going to have a lot of carryover to your squats. Like, if your core is giving out on your squat, you might need to specifically practice bracing. Yeah. I don't know. And like I said, you're already doing the whole stack. Like, what more? You have more than just crunches. Just crunches is what you're doing today. Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying, just like, I would expect you to have more than just crunches. But like, if you're doing a heavy weighted ab exercise and you're already maxing out on the weights and you want to strengthen your core for a specific thing, you should probably train that specific thing more. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's like, I want to get good at football, you don't send them to the gym to lift weights. You send them out to the field to practice football. You know, the weights might help them get a little stronger for the football, but in order to do the football, they have to practice. Yes, stability exercise like single arm farmer carries, candlesticks, windmills, etc. I mean, you might want to do like farmer carries with both hands with super heavy weights, because when you're squatting, you're not doing it on one side or the other. You're doing it with both sides. So maybe you just want to walk around with both sides. Football also requires cardio. That's true. But I mean, it's just an example. Just an example. Right. I mean, it's not a bad idea to exercise unilaterally. Lift heavy, stone makes sad head, voice quiet. Look, if you are avoiding therapy by going to the gym, I can't even like talk to you about this. I mean, I think it's a joke, but I literally have nothing to say about that, because like, if you're killing yourself at the gym as therapy, like, okay, bro. I don't know what's neat. I can't, I have a hard time talking to people like that. you might consider doing heavier squats in a limited range of motion, like pin squats. So if usually when you fail, you're like about here on your squat, you know what I'm saying? If you're saying like this is where you fail, you might consider doing like a shortened range of motion thing with an even heavier weight, so that you're really working there, you're really bracing with that specific form and just going like this. Or, you know, if it's at the bottom, you can fucking get down and like do more like in the lower range of motion. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, if you have a specific goal, you should train with specificity. That's kind of like my philosophy. So like, I don't see a lot of these things carrying over to squats a ton, if that's your specific goal. I also don't see it carrying over to having actual abs, but that's also just me. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Yeah, if I want to get better at deadlifts, I got better at deadlifts by doing more deadlifts. Okay. Anybody else have any more comments, questions, or concerns? I've kind of like low energy today. I'm sorry about that. I was kind of hoping to have a good last stream, but I've been really low energy. Just cured your cramps. You've been really focusing on staying in a deficit and haven't been in the mood to run lately. Yeah, I mean, if you're in a weight loss phase, you don't necessarily have to do cardio or have to run. When I am trying to lose weight, I don't do any cardio. I just am in a calorie deficit through my diet, basically, alone, and that's it. But obviously, if you have a specific goal, a specific running or cardio goal, you have to do the running and the cardio thing. But yeah, it's certainly not necessary for body composition changes. Maybe I should have not used this music as well. Yeah, thank you, Mopar. I'll be in Discord, of course. Everybody can find me in the Discord. Discord should be linked in the description if you want to head to the Discord and hang out. It's very chill in there, very low key. You for sure think it's the music? Yeah, I think on top of me already being kind of tired, I think that was not a good choice. I don't know about heavy metal, but I mean, at this point, I'm about to end the stream anyways. Training to do a marathon, maybe an ultra marathon, but mainly trying to qualify for the Boston or the New York. Some Euro beat. Got some beats to study. Wow, I didn't know you were training for a marathon. Maybe an ultra, mainly trying to get... Okay. Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, you do have to let yourself rest. You can't just go... You can't like go and expect to like keep progressing. You have to give your body time to recover. So I also don't think that if you're literally training for like a sport or like a competition, if it doesn't have a weight requirement, you really shouldn't worry about being in a calorie deficit. Like honestly, to help with your recovery, you should probably at least be at maintenance or maybe even in a surplus. Just that, I mean, a lot of runners end up looking very lean because of how much activity they have. But yeah, I mean, for overall health, you really should be eating quite a bit as you're training. But also still take breaks. I don't know, Hotep, I don't know if you came over from Twitch or not, but there's a streamer on Twitch. that you might enjoy. He's a dude. It's a man. So, you know, if you tend to gravitate towards female creators, I totally understand. You know about Cool Runnings. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, he has experience training for those types of things. He's really knowledgeable, and he's also a certified personal trainer now. So, like, you know, I really like hanging out in his community. It's really inclusive, and really informative. So, like, if you haven't already been hanging out over there and you need to talk to somebody about running and marathons and stuff like that, that would be a really good community to go to. You know, I don't really have the ability to shout people out on here, especially if they're over on Twitch. But just like, I've been enjoying his community, and I think a lot of other people would enjoy his community as well, just because I feel like we have a kind of a similar vibe. And like I said, if you're specifically, you don't see him on too much. He doesn't stream a ton, maybe like 2 or 3 times a week, and it's usually early in the morning. So he was on, I think he was on yesterday in the morning. But you could turn on notifications specifically if you felt like you wanted to try to make it to a stream. You've been thinking about going for a personal training cert. So this is my feelings about getting a personal training cert. Followed him, check him out. Yeah, I think he's really awesome. I really like Cool Runnings as a creator and as a person and as a fitness professional. So I had my personal training and nutrition cert with NASM, and I would say it's interesting to do the program, and it's fulfilling to pass the test and get the certification, but it's not cheap. It's, I would say, I think I spent maybe $1,000 for both of those, the programs and the tests and stuff like that. So I caution people to do it just for funsies. You know, if you are the kind of person that really likes to learn, and you think the certification is a good motivator, like, that's fine. But being an actual personal trainer that trains clients is very difficult, and it's not as simple as just picking up clients anywhere off the street. Do you know what I'm saying? Because in order to train people professionally, there's a lot involved when it comes to like programming, and also legally when it comes to like insurance and liability and stuff like that. So that's just stuff that you might want to keep in mind. And you can't just like take clients to any old gym either. You usually have to have an agreement with a commercial gym. Yeah, so just stuff to keep in mind. And I will also say, as somebody who was relatively knowledgeable about fitness topics before taking the certification, I didn't feel like I saw a lot of benefits from getting the certification when it comes to the fitness advice I give to people on stream. I didn't feel like I learned a ton of new stuff. And the stuff that I did maybe learn, I didn't find very applicable, because the stuff I learned was mostly like really specific scientific things that I'm not really gonna be able to regurgitate, or it was about specific like cardio things that I also don't care about because I don't do cardio. I feel like 1,000 spends like 200. Well, I'm just saying, like, I think for most people, $1,000 is an investment, something that you typically don't just like pull out of your pocket. So it's like an investment you make, but are you investing that into something? Do you know what I'm saying? So, and if you're just doing it for funsies, you honestly could find a lot of the information. I mean, you could straight up find all of the information like anywhere on the internet or on YouTube or stuff like that. It's just kind of like all put out in like a nice package for you. I don't know. Yeah, but that's just my thoughts on it. I don't specifically regret doing it, but I also don't think that it was really beneficial to me as a person. But Cool Runnings got his certification, and I feel like he really uses the information in his stream. Like, he'll specifically talk about those kinds of things, or like JD Gains also specifically talks about like the scientific physiological processes, stuff like that, whereas I do not. And Cool Runnings is specifically looking to take clients in the future, so for him it was obviously a good investment. But that's just how I feel like about it. I'm the kind of person, I don't want to spend money on something I'm not going to use, and I've done that many times, so I'm trying not to do it anymore. I was a certified massage therapist, and I never worked at a massage therapy place. What else? A lot of stuff. I feel like other stuff. I purchased Rosetta Stone, and I've never learned a second language. That's just the kind of person I am. I'm a money waster. Anyways, any other specific comments, questions, or concerns before I log off for the day? My thristy is really starting to hurt, and I'm not gonna lie. Safe travels. Thank you, Corsair. Appreciate you. I'm not really nervous about the you like the fit. Thank you. I really like these bra tops. I have so many. I'm gonna wear them in Japan. They're really comfortable. I like that it doesn't really cut into my back. That's the problem I have with so much stuff, is that it cuts into my back. But I also had to order, like, these are like size extra large, which seems funny to me. It seems weird. What's up, Miami? I'm literally about to leave. I'm sorry you came in right at the last minute, but I'm literally about to log off for the day. But it was cool seeing you, bro. It's been a while. Don't forget to be responsible for your own gains. Don't be a dick. Control your cock. If you have not already subscribed, you can do so here. If you would like to watch another video, this is what the algorithm recommends for you. And if you want to watch the entire playlist of stuff, you can watch it over here. See you guys later. Bye.